Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be discussing perpetuity. So again, perpetuity was already discussed. The meaning of perpetuity was already discussed from my previous videos. But again, perpetuity is a type of annuity in which payments continue indefinitely. So where we have the formula here, which is P is equivalent to A over I, where P is the value or sum of money at present, A is the series of periodic equal amount of payments, and I is the interest rate per interest period. So now we'll discuss some examples under perpetuity. So as you can see, we have a very basic formula for our perpetuity. It's just A over I. So we have here first example that we have. Find the present worth or of perpetuity of 5,200 payable monthly if the interest is 16% compounded monthly. So again, we have 5,200 is payable monthly. So 5,200 is our A. So we have 5,200. And we have the interest of 16%, so that is 0.16. But as you can see, it is compounded monthly, so we need to divide that by 12. So from the formula, we have P is equivalent to A over I. So that gives us 5,200 divided by our interest, which is 0.16 divided by 12. So the present worth now is equivalent to 390,000 pesos. So this is now our present worth. Another example we have here find the present value of a perpetuity of 15,000 payable semi-annually. So meaning to say it's payable semi-annually twice a year if money is worth 8% compounded quarterly. So as you can see, they have different terms of payment. So what we need to find here first is we need to find the interest at semi-annual. Since we have the interest compounded quarterly, so we need to use the formula of the compound interest. So we have 1 plus I raised to our t, right? Or the number of years. So let's just replace that by n. So it is said here that compounded quarterly is equivalent to compounded semi-annually. So we have 1 plus I raised to n. So from here, we have compounded quarterly, so we need to divide our interest by 4. And again, our interest compounded quarterly is 0.08. That is quarterly, so we need to divide it by 4. And our number of years or number of payment is quarterly, so we need to multiply our number of years by 4. So since it is not stated here what is our number of years or number of payments, that is automatically understood as 1. So since it is compounded quarterly, we need to multiply our number of payments by 4. And on this side, since we are talking about semi-annual, so we need to divide our interest, unknown interest, since we don't know the interest at semi-annual, so we need to divide it by 2, and we need to multiply our number of payments by 2. So calculating this one, you can get the interest of this one as equivalent to 0.0808. So meaning to say this is now the interest that we will be getting. We already find the common denominator between the compounded quarterly and the semi-annually. So we can already use this for interest rate to solve for the present value of the money. So we have here P is equivalent to A over I. This is the formula of perpetuity. And we have 15,000 and it is said that it is payable semi-annual. So we need to divide our interest rate by 2 since we are paying twice a year. So if you calculate this one, this is equivalent to 371,287.13 pesos. So this is now our present worth. Another example, the last example we have for this video is we have if money is worth 12% compounded quarterly, so again we have 12% compounded quarterly, what is the present value of the perpetuity of 1,000 payable monthly? So again, this is the same with the previous example. So we have 12% compounded quarterly, so we have 1 plus 0.12. That is compounded quarterly, so we need to divide it by 4. And the years or number of payments are not stated, so we need to multiply that. That is understandable by as 1, and we need to multiply that by 4 because we are talking about quarter. And that is, it will equate that one with the interest that we can get payable monthly. So we have I divided by 12 since there are 12 months in a year, and also our number of payments will also be multiplied by 12. So now I is equivalent to 0.1188, and actually the list goes on, but if you will try to write all this one, we have 196086. So if you get the P, because actually if you round this off, if you round your interest rate, you'll get a very different answer or very big difference between the actual number of present worth than the um, rounded interest rate. So we'll just use the as is interest. So we have A is 1,000, and that is divided by 0.1188196086, and that is divided by 12 because that is payable monthly. So we have our P equivalent to 100,993.78. Actually, you can try just rounding this off into at least 4 decimal places. You'll get 101,000, um, something like this. You'll get this. So as you can see, it has a big difference in this the present value. So we have this as our final answer. So that's it for perpetuity. I hope you have learned something from this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and I'll see you on my next videos. Thank you.